Yeah, I mean, we want this to be a $1 billion company if we can, and we will in 2020. You know, what's wrong with having a company from Africa be the next Facebook or be the next Google?
Ambitions are high for entrepreneur Amar Shadi. He is the CEO and founder of the successful company Telecom, which offers services to provide content through mobile operators. The company began in 2000 and is now a leading telecommunications company in the Middle East. We meet him at his company's headquarters in Egypt's capital, Cairo.
I mean, we started really in a bedroom with a credit card and two people working in the company as in the very beginning, and then we ended up now we have maybe around 50 employees, generating around $4.5 million in annual sales.
It's no surprise that Amar Shadi became an entrepreneur. He's the son of a successful businessman who owns a large international engineering company. For a long time, it was expected Amar would take over his father's business.
I've been groomed in a way that to be an entrepreneur from early on, because I was kind of being set on a path to work in my father's company and sort of take help in my father's business and maybe take it over with time.
But Amar decided to do something different and not to take over his father's company. He still remembers the day he had to inform his father about his plans to start his own company.
I can almost remember that conversation and his reaction, and I was very surprised that he was extremely supportive.
Well, I was happy that he has this courage and this entrepreneurial spirit, and to start, because not to depend on me all the time, because he was sheltered, he was protected, he was having everything in the company. But to start on his own, that needs a gut, needs confidence, needs belief that he will succeed.
A lot of companies, yes, are family-owned businesses that are kind of inherited from generation to generation. And lots of the successful companies are like that. Really the feeling of I didn't want to really let him down. It was just very obvious that I was supposed to be helping out. I was supposed to, take the company over when the time is right. So, just kind of scratching these plans for me was the biggest burden that I had.
Different generation, both Egyptian. What's the big difference between the two of you?
Tell from what you see. I work very hard.
Do you work too hard?
Too hard. He's working hard, but his colleagues and his friends entrepreneur, they don't work that hard.
But I might disagree, because we also work very hard, maybe in a different way, but we work very hard as well. So my work day, it can start at 4 or 5 in the morning and keep on going until 11 or 12 at night. So try to learn to be a little bit more lazy in terms of getting very good people to do some key functions and having them learn from their own mistakes, as long as they're not detrimental. But yeah.
In my work at this time, there's no room for mistakes, for delay.
You have to be on top of it.
So that's why I have to make sure, because otherwise it costs me a lot.
Although having a very busy schedule, Amar still makes time available to visit the mosque 5 times a day.
Well, really, first, it's really an obligation on any practicing Muslim, so it's something that we have to do irrespective of how busy we are. That said, I also see lots of value in it, not just because it's something that I have to do as an obligation that you have to fulfill towards God, but more, it allows you to really, think and see, kind of disconnect of this really hectic world, very busy world, and really understand, what are you doing here, and what really is important for you, So it's really a way for me also to continue the day.
So business and religion are a bit integrated. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely, because religion also gives you the ethics and the values of how to conduct business, how can you run your company, how to care for others, how to care for your customers, how to care for your employees, how to have this, also the ethics towards your other shareholders. So it is very intertwined, in my opinion.
Amr is determined to grow TA Telecom even further to a billion-dollar global market leading company.
In my opinion, you really need to, in the very early stages of your startup, you really need to involve yourself a little bit more in the details and just understand how each function operates and how they relate to each other, and how, just be very aware of the business inside out. So I like to say that there's no job in this company today that I haven't done. I realize the importance that if this company is going to grow even more, then I need to, again, focus on where my strength is, focus on the innovation part a little bit more. How can I have innovation distributed across the organization, not centralized? How can I have more people do more of the management, the day-to-day, etc.?